Have you ever felt trapped in a relationship that hurts, yet you can't walk away? Like there's an invisible pull keeping you there, even when you know it's not healthy. That's called trauma bonding, and it's more than just emotions, it's how your brain gets wired to hold on. Today, we're diving into the science and psychology behind trauma bonds to help you understand why they happen and how they affect us. Trauma bonding happens when you form a deep emotional connection with someone who's unpredictable, someone who swings between being loving and kind, then distant, critical, or even hurtful. Dr. Patrick Carnes, a leading expert on relational trauma, explains in his book The Betrayal Bond that these bonds form in relationships with a cycle of reward and punishment. Your brain starts to crave the good moments, even if they're rare, because they contrast so sharply with the bad ones. This isn't a choice you're making consciously, it's a survival mechanism rooted in how we're wired. Let's talk about what's happening in your brain. It's like a chemistry lab in there. When you're in a trauma bond, your brain's fear center, the amygdala, goes into overdrive during the stressful or hurtful moments, pumping out cortisol, the stress hormone. But when the kindness or affection hits, your brain releases dopamine, that feel-good chemical that makes you crave more. Neuroscientist Dr. Helen Fisher, in her book Why We Love, compares this dopamine rush to the high of a drug addiction. Studies, like those published in Nature Neuroscience, show that these dopamine spikes make the good moments feel so intense that you might ignore the red flags. Your brain isn't betraying you, it's just chasing what feels like survival. Why is it so hard to break free? Let's bring in attachment theory, pioneered by psychologist John Bowlby. From childhood, our brains learn how to connect based on our relationships with caregivers. If love was inconsistent, sometimes warm, sometimes absent, you might grow up wired to expect that same unpredictability in adult relationships. Trauma bonds can feel like home because they mirror those early patterns. A 2018 study in developmental psychology found that people with insecure attachment styles are more likely to stay in unhealthy relationships because their brains see the chaos as familiar, not dangerous. This isn't about you being broken, it's about how your brain adapted to survive early experiences. Trauma bonding doesn't just mess with your brain, it takes an emotional toll. You might feel caught in a tug-of-war. Part of you knows the relationship isn't healthy, but another part holds on to hope that things will change. This is called cognitive dissonance, a psychological tension where you juggle two conflicting beliefs, like this person hurts me and they're my source of love. According to a 2021 study in the Journal of Interpersonal Violence, trauma bonds can chip away at your self-esteem, leaving you questioning your own instincts. You might even feel guilty for wanting to leave. But here's the thing, these feelings are normal, and understanding them is a powerful step toward healing. Trauma bonding is a lot to process, but just understanding it can feel like a weight lifted. You're not weak or broken for feeling stuck, your brain is doing what it's designed to do, seek connection, even in tough circumstances. If this resonates with you, know that you're not alone. Talking to a licensed therapist can offer a safe space to sort through these emotions and make sense of your experiences. This video is just the start. Keep learning, keep reflecting, and keep valuing yourself.